Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very, I would say, mundane week so far. Yesterday didn't even do anything, no adventure. I didn't even touch Ark. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday was just one of those days, man. No adventure, no Ark. All I really did was just craft stories, I guess. But they're all useless. Well, not useless, but they'll never reach the web, so somewhat useless. Researching about like power and a second in command, and it experimented what a second in command would even do for me. And if I ever choose a second in command, most likely it'll just be a robot, an AI robot. Yeah, you would never have your second in command be a violent combatant, unlike some lot of shows and movies. The second in command would pretty much just be like, just I think it's how to say it. A second in command's kind of just like a coin flip for you. So instead of a coin flip, you just have someone else. I don't know. So yesterday was that. Yesterday was just testing how a second in command would work, but zero. Don't see any reason I need one. Also tested out the. I tested out multiple ecosystems yesterday to see if a what. Yeah. So not making sense. But I'm not even sleepy. I'm aware of what I'm saying. So yeah, tested that ecosystem out. Failed. So yeah, back to normal, I guess. Yesterday was just one of those days, testing ecosystems and stuff like that. And I don't like it. Zero productivity. Not really like it. So gonna either look for some hunting or some art. Because yesterday's ecosystem is something I don't like. Not my ecosystem. Not mine at all. Zero law, zero nothing. I think it's just how I say it. Boredom to a degree is very dangerous. So always be doing something that's good. Because boredom leads down to like hedonism, and boredom leads to like eating more food because you got nothing else to do. Boredom leads to like dumb shit, like consuming content or like just doing stupid stuff. Not stupid stuff, but yeah, it's just boredom will get you nowhere. That's why we have the 100 Days in Ark, because that is like a movie kind of film set we're making, which has the purpose behind it all. And fishing and hunting is where we are still hunting down each species. So yeah, that's really there is to talk about right now. Nothing really else to say. Alright, well this steam machine is literally gonna break. It's making all sorts of noises. That's unfortunate. Soon this steam machine is gonna break. And they still haven't even prepared this one. So yeah, not that wet today. Oh no, I'm still wet. Not much to say. Oh yeah, today we can finally count calories again. Excellent. So, 1,900 calories. On off we go. So, in the fridge right now, there's a 1,000 calorie meat, 7 palms of meat. We're gonna slap a few 7 palms of no 7 cups of veggies, and then the remaining muesli can go into no, the remaining calories can go into the muesli, and then that should be it for the day. Should be semi-fast and efficient. You know, people talk about fast and efficiency, but then when they have a companion, then they forget about it. Because what they do is just do hedonistic crap without any purpose of having a child. They just do it for the sake of it. And at the same time, if you're not trying to get offspring, then you're purely just doing it for what? Lust, your brain, chemicals that control your mind. What is real? How do you define real? If real is something you could sense, smell, and touch, then it's just electric brain chemicals going into your brain telling you that it's real. Is it? So yeah, that's a little thing right there. That wasn't even a dream world, that was normal speed. Oh yeah, for the 100 days dark. I still don't even know what we're doing now. And we're like day 76. No, 26. 26. 25% there basically, 27% there. And I'm pretty sure in my notes for the days, I've kind of hit a stage on what to do right now. So I'm thinking, but again, should really be saving that thought for the video, not for an Earth log. Oh yeah, I am testing out new workflows. Alright, well, y'all know the drill. We're gonna be doing leg press and probably, I think this week is glutes focused, hip thrust focused. So let's get to it. So let's get to it. Let me guess, I forgot to change the shutter speed. I did. Hold on. Alright, we're probably gonna go dark for a tiny bit because we are needing to get drier today. Not too wet, but still wet. Looks like one of the legs is broken, so I'm taking this one. Here's the guy yesterday that talked to me at the gym. That was like a once in a. Hopefully, it's not a common occurrence, or I'm gonna leave. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yesterday there was a man that talked to me yesterday. He was like, yeah. Yesterday there was a guy that talked to me, but I don't think he's a regular, or he wasn't. I don't know if he's here or not, but hopefully he's not back because I don't. When it comes to this ecosystem, I prefer to be alone. I don't really want people to. I don't want to be friendly with anyone anymore because then it distracts me. So if someone starts trying to be like a friendly regular here, and then they start like trying to talk and stuff, I'll probably just leave and go to another one, go to another place. I do that all the time. That's the good thing about City Fitness is it's so flexible that if anything happens at a place, I could always just find a new one. And even if it's a stalker, I'll just change my patterns. It'll be like a game. Yeah, it's nothing to really talk about. Just the usual mass water consumption. Yeah, mass water consumption, and that's basically it. Oh yeah, when it comes to Ark, shut up. I was gonna say something, but I'll leave it for the movie. It looks like today's very quiet, nice and peaceful. Tomorrow's, oh, today's editing is gonna be, well, no, not today's editing, but the video which I had to edit today, which was yesterday, December the 1st, is gonna be so short because we literally did nothing and we didn't talk about anything either. No adventure, nothing. Yeah, yesterday I was just crafting stories and testing out ecosystems and also rewriting the messages behind them and stuff. The light and dark. Yeah, like dopamine is insane still. Not gonna lie, from the test yesterday, like from the experiments I did yesterday, off camera, for, you know, it's like, that's why I can't really do, that's why it's not my ecosystem. It's like people get excited to do it together for like one week, maybe one day. Some people literally do one night stands, but the dopamine is just insane. It's like once you have that moment, what the hell do you do now? Like what the hell do you do now, bro? That's why I always wondered, right? Is that when you get another female pregnant, the fuck do you do now? It's just a whole bunch of ecosystem stuff. I guess yesterday that's why I do. That's why yesterday I took a break and just focused on retesting out ecosystems. It's pretty good. It basically saves me. It fast forwards my no. Yeah, it kind of fast forwards things. Basically, the experiments and things I do yesterday, the writing and all this AI stuff, and like tech, not tech, but just like studying human nature and all that stuff. It's like it kind of saves me years of progress. I'm not gonna lie. Well, experience. It gives me like experience extremely fast. It's crazy. That's probably why I get. That's why I'm probably so emotionally detached from most of the other ecosystems because I've tested it so fast that it's like, oh, I know how the ecosystem works. It's not interesting to me. It's not interesting. But it's not. It doesn't benefit me as much as this other ecosystem. So therefore, I will not look at it. I'll focus on the one that benefits me more. Uh, Look at the areas around here. It looks like we will still be doing hip thrust, but I don't think we're gonna be doing. Nobody's real. Nobody's real. So just so fake. Nobody's real. How do you know what is real? What is real? How do you understand it is real? Anyways, we're gonna be having to do this hip thrust here because it is what it is. The other one is occupied, so just gonna have to do this then. So it's wait, do I want to do 20 kgs each side? I guess maybe. I'm not really sure. Probably should go lighter. Don't really do hip. The machine hip thrust is obviously a lot better, but due to certain circumstances, we're just gonna have to use this one. It is what it is. Ain't too much about it. You just kind of have to use your imagine. No, I don't even know what I'm saying. Just chill. not the prettiest. It's not the prettiest of exercises, but it does the job. You know, not gonna lie, hip thrust is probably still more like attractive looking than the leg curl. Man, that leg curl machine, not gonna do that again. The leg curl machine is like it's a bit too gay, not gonna lie. It's a bit too gay. You know what I'm talking about? The leg curl machine. That one's a bit too gay. But I guess to a degree, hip thrust is hip thrust is actually not really that gay. But that's who cares? What am I saying? It's not my ecosystem. The thing is though, everyone here wears headphones and stuff. I wonder if I could scout something real quick. We're nearly done the water by the way, so we're gonna be bloated. Oh yeah, I saw the what is it? The F1 drama thing I saw on YouTube yesterday. You know, apparently the next race there's like a championship for like 30 drivers. But then like apparently in the Qatar Grand Prix, but when I talking about F1, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it because I think I saw a comment and the idea and strategy looks really good. But I'll talk about it soon. Just wait. Straight on my lap. There you go. Tighten you up. And yeah, just hip thrust. Oh, hold on. Yo, it has to straight to my lap properly. There you go. I think for hip thrust you should be probably doing high rep, low weight. That's probably like that's probably like a smarter way to go instead of doing like heavy weight, low rep. I mean, it really depends though. Perhaps you're trying to like get like Gorlock or something. The fuck? Oh yeah, anyways, what was I saying? Yes, the F1 drama. I don't know why we're talking about it, but we'll talk about it. So recently in the Qatar Grand Prix and something like that, the apparently the McLaren team scuffed up and made it so the two McLaren drivers didn't win the first place and let Max Verstappen contend with the championship points, right? And I saw comments saying that the McLaren on purposely made the two drivers lose points, and then the next final race will decide who's the championship. And then I was thinking, McLaren have already won the constructors. You know, they're already the world champions in constructorships. Now it's just the two drivers that are fighting for world champion, right? But then technically, you know, I just saw a really smart comment. Someone said, you know, they're gonna let Max Verstappen win the world championship. They're gonna do something next race and cause it so both drivers won't win. And honestly, that's kind of a smart idea because if you think about it, right? If you just think about it from McLaren's perspective, you've already won the constructors championship. Technically, you already won. Now, if you allow one of your drivers to win, then the other will be. It's kind of like how, you know, they want to keep the drivers together in like one category because both drivers are insanely good, you know, first place, second place. But if one of the McLaren drivers win, then there's just going to be like a slight beef, kind of. There's going to be a little contention, you know. So instead of having one of the drivers win, they should let Max Verstappen win the world championship. So now both drivers will pretty much be still equal. So kind of like how to say it, it's a hierarchy. That it's probably smarter to let the two drivers stay in the same hierarchy and let Max Verstappen win the world championship rather than having Oscar or Lando win the championship, because then if one of the McLaren drivers win, then there's going to be a slight hierarchy in the McLaren base, and next season might have a different vibe. Yeah, so they don't want rivalry. That's what it's called. They don't want the drivers to have rivalry. They want them to work together so they can win the constructors championship. That makes the most sense. 100%. That's 100% good strategy right there. It makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Why would you want your drivers to have rivalry? You already won the constructors championship, and I think by now F1 teams know how rivalry works, and yeah, they don't want that in McLaren. I think they don't want to have like one world champion driver and the other one becomes a secondary driver, and like, you know, think they would rather have two drivers working together for the champion constructors thing. So I guess I would assume and estimate that, no, I would predict that Max Verstappen's probably going to win the world championship. If not, then it is what it is. But I highly doubt McLaren wants rivalry between their two top drivers. They probably want them to be. They would. I think McLaren wants Max Verstappen to win the world championship, just so that there's no hierarchy within the drivers. There's peace and no rivalry. Why fight against each other when you can fight against someone else? So, yeah. Simple stuff, really. Simple logic. If I was the team, if I was, the higher up in McLaren, I'd do the same thing. I'd probably like DNF both drivers next race, just to like really, some problem with the car. Some problem with the car. Oh, Max Verstappen wins the world championship. Both of my drivers, the car's broken. DNF. It is what it is. But at least we still won the constructors championship. Based. That's what I would do. I would do that. I would not let one of the drivers win. So prediction would be, if McLaren's really trying to do that, Max Verstappen's going to be what, 5-time world champion? Wow, good on him. Ah, fuck. Oh shit. The phone. Sorry, the phone was like attached to was pressing against my leg. Oh my lord, I wasn't even paying attention to my camera. I was too busy talking. Yeah, well, I had two choices. I had to either do, the next one would be Nordic hamstring or the glute machine, but as I continue to observe the environment, we will highly likely just go to the Nordic hamstring. Oh my god, I need to drink the water. I completely forgot about the water. Okay, I'll drink the water soon. And we got to measure the weight as well. And today we could finally start counting calories properly, because I have nearly finished off the beef. I think I have. There's only one freezer box left of uncountable beef. Now, the reason why those are uncountable is because they are slow cooked with juices, so it's kind of very inaccurate on guessing their calories. Actually, no. The real reason is because I'm too lazy to measure it, because it's so sloppy and wet. That's the real reason. I was too lazy to measure the calories and weight it, because it's just so messy and sloppy. I just eat it from the glass container, without worrying about like pouring it into another plate and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely the reason why I didn't count them. My fault, of course. Too lazy, and obviously not too much of a care, I guess. However, again, I did look in the mirror again last night. Not last night. Yeah, no, last night. Well, not nearly, like around 5 p.m. after my ecosystem testing, bro. My top two abs are like back. It's insane. I look pretty good. Look pretty good. The body fat percentage is literally just my waist lift, the love handles and stuff. It's literally the rest of the fat. And that's okay. We're just doing Nordic hamstring and then calves, and that's really about it. I'm gonna put an efficiency on the Nordic hamstring because it's so light. Gonna put an efficiency on it. Oh shit, the headphones. I forgot about the headphones. Yeah, headphones are gonna be a problem. Kind of. No, not really. Just something. Nothing to talk about. I do cover the topic so fast. You know, people do like 30-minute videos on the topic I just explained, and I could just explain it pretty easily. Alright, done. We'll check the weight soon. Next up, we'll check the weight. Cool. Well, just check the weight. See what we are. I don't even know where we are. I don't think I actually excreted. Again, I'm not really worried at all. Mainly because, as I said before, weight is like, weight is weight, but looking at the mirror is probably more, well, it is. Looking in the mirror is the most efficient way, and like I said, when I was looking yesterday, man, looking yesterday was like, bro, when I looked at the mirror yesterday, that was like a good indicator that weight isn't too important. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. Huh. 66.25. Well, I actually managed to hit 66 again, but again, really not worried. Not worried at all. Not worried at all. Think, yeah, well, again, like I said, today's calories, we're going to be hitting 1,600 and see how we go. See how we go. 1,000, no, 1,000. No, I'm doing 1,900. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing 1,900. 1,900 is what we're doing. 1,900 calories. That's a very big cut, not gonna lie, but I wonder what it's gonna do this month. I wonder what it's gonna do this month. I do realize that there was a bloke. It was actually a bloke in the bathroom, but sorry. Should have done that instead. Why did I have it so low? Should have had it at like so fast efficiency, and that's really bad. Okay, there's nothing to talk about anymore. Literally nothing to talk about anymore. So if there's 1,000 calories of chicken today to eat, then I got 900 calories of muesli to eat, which is, well, we know that 100 grams is basically 500 calories. So, I mean, obviously, I just did a math with AI. Duh. I wonder how students even do school now that AI's here. When I did school, there was no such AI thing available. I genuinely wonder how that's working. I genuinely wonder. Dude, there are so many things I could talk about with the AI at school. One thing I did learn that when I was younger was that when AI was still at its developing ages, well, not developing, when the public AI was available to the public. All I know was that, the AI checker thing, right? The crazy thing is, if you're like actually perfect in writing stuff, then what was I saying? Oh yeah, you had to like on purposely make spelling errors or grammar mistakes just to get a lower AI detection thing. I don't know. What I do know is that honestly, you students at school, if you're still in school, you can really just like if you guys really just group up together, you can easily like win. Because you know how the teachers say you can't use AI. If you use AI, we'll fail you. And then I always thought, okay, well, if I had imagine a whole class used AI, and then the teacher used the AI scanner, and then he found out that every single student used AI. What are you gonna do? Fail the whole class? Go on, fail the whole class then. And then it's like, oh, well, you can't really fail the whole class, can you? Because then you lose your slaves. So what are you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, honestly, if you guys really just group up, it's just you guys don't group up. No leadership, nothing. But seriously, if you just grouped up, if one leader was like, okay, everyone, let's use AI for this assignment, and the teacher said, oh, I found out everyone use AI, I'm gonna fail the whole class. Okay, we'll fail the whole class then. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, all of us can't go to university now. Okay, and then the system just lose slaves. School, man. You're told not to use AI at school, but you are being replaced, or you're actively trying to get replaced with AI to begin with. Essentially, okay, cool. So now we just do carves quite fast, and then we'll be out of our way. Yeah, I know the deal. 5K sheets. Yeah, I just realized that should we even do 100 days in ARC? I feel like we should maybe do like 50 days, and then 50 days. No, not really. We shouldn't do 50 days because the amount of progress you need is insane. Still, I'm just talking shit. My apologies. No value at all. Just straight up talking shit. There you go. Much better. So yeah, what am I talking about? No idea. And for the hunting and fishing, the tides are just so off. The tides are just awfully off because I really only want to fish at the pier in the night. Don't really want to fish in more public setting. I'm good. Really depends. It's just so it gets so busy, but everyone's friendly. All the Asian dudes are friendly. They've been chilling. But now that I'm targeting bigger stuff with the pier gaff, mm, I'll see. But I don't know what I'm saying. My options span so far. Technically the pier itself is an ecosystem. Technically, yeah, it really is. I mean, remember that old Filipino guy was talking about how he'll see me later, see me next time. Because I went to the pier like what 5 times in a row in a week because the tide was like really good, but still, okay, the tide was good, but no fish. So like, because the water was there, I don't know. All I know is that it's an ecosystem, and yeah, don't know. That's just normal day to day. I mean, sure, the weight's like quite heavy, but at the same time, I'm chilling. Today I'm gonna continue testing out. I've tested out a eco no, I've tested out a workflow that makes everything a lot more efficient and faster. Because usually I would have things like split, but now if I really focus in the mornings, I can get the ecosystem done quite fast. I think it's only because before the ecosystem was that we go hunting and fishing straight after this session here. So then therefore I was forced to do the other stuff in the afternoon. But when there's no events or adventures going on after the gym, I have to straight up lock in with the route team, and then I can have the whole entire day pretty much. So today I'm thinking we do a marathon. Day 26, Wow. We can hit like day 35. That's like 9 hours. Oh my goodness. We're probably gonna do a marathon today. Oh my lord, I forget how many. It's 100 days. We're only 25% there. That's insane. We still got a lot of things to do. Kind of. I actually don't know. Alright, well that's pretty much it. I'm done. So decent amount of tasks to do. Kind of. I mean, I got everything sorted. Thanks. We actually need 1,009. No, we need a bit more. That's 900 calories. That's a lot. GG. One, two. One, two, three. Alright, now I need to do some calculations.